I just come from the doctor's office. He told me that I got a brand new disease. Mental hernia. He says, I gotta go back to him tomorrow and get my head fitted for a truss. He gave me some medicine to take, though. He gave me a great big bottle of castor oil. And he says to me, he says, Willie, he says, you take half a bottle of that castor oil and then go home, he says, and stay in bed for 2 days. Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. It can't be done. In fact, I never even made it home. Oh, that darned old dumb doctor. I ain't going back to him no more. Boy, he don't know his business. Every one of his patients is sick. I went to a while back, you know, and my hand was all swollen up, you know. It just hurt something terrible, see. So I showed it to him. Well, he looked at my hand, and then he went and got a great big old book off the shelf, and he looked all through that book. And then he looked at my hand again, and he went and got another book, and he looked all through that. He just kept it up. He'd look at my hand, he'd go look at a book. He'd look at my hand, and he'd go look at another book. And pretty soon, he ran out of books. So he turned around to me and he says, Willie, he says, did you ever have that before? I said, yeah. He said, well, you got it again. Yeah, well, then he says to me, he says, take off your clothes. Well, I said, you first. I didn't hardly know the guy. I finally took off all my clothes. I said, well, Doc, how do I stand? He says, that's what I'd like to know. I'll tell you, the way my luck has been running, if a magician was to come out and saw a woman in half, I'd get the part that eats. Well, listen, just about a week ago, I almost got killed. I did, boy. It was over at my girlfriend's house, see. Me and my girlfriend was sitting in the front room watching TV. Well, it got late and it went on good on. Finally, we shut it off. Well, then she decided she was going to teach me how to do the twist. I didn't know how. So she got the record player out there, and we put one of them twisting records on there, and then me and her start twisting, you know. She'd teach me how that way. See, then we'd turn the record over, and then we'd twist some more, you know, me and her. We was twisting all around the room there. I was learning how real good. Her father come in the room and took a shot at me. He was deaf. He couldn't hear the music. Oh, listen, that wasn't nothing. No, about 3 days after that, I lost my hat. I did. Lost the darn thing out in the country. See, I was visiting with these friends of mine that live out in the country on a farm, and I got out there in the yard with them, and the wind come up. It just blew my hat right off my head. Blew it way over into the cow pasture. I thought I'd never find the darn thing again. I had to try on 4 of them before I got the right one. Now I got the only hat in town that was ever pasteurized. Oh, I ought not to be out here telling you folks my troubles. You probably got enough troubles of your own. I'll just give you a little advice. Now, you remember this as you go through life. Remember, old Willie's the one that said it. Remember this, laugh, and the world laughs with you. Snore, and you sleep alone. And remember, whether you're rich or whether you're poor, it's nice to have money. And whether you're married or whether you're single, it's nice. Remember this too. If you drink, don't drive. Pull over to the curb and drink and then drive. Remember this. A friend in need is a pest. And do unto others, then cut out. Remember this, because it's important. Remember, one good turn gets most of the blanket. And remember, wherever you go, there you are. And remember, it's not who you know that's important. It's how your wife found out about it that counts. Remember this. It's better to be hot and bothered than to be satisfied and worried, you know.